If you don't walk on your own, no one is going to walk you. If you don't talk for yourself, no one is going to talk for you. And if you don't learn to stand your thoughts, if you don't learn to develop yourself on your own without the need of others, those moments when you're alone, you're not alone. You're not lonely. The world is not throwing things at you. It's trying to make you stronger. It's trying to teach you that even when you don't have anyone around, you can figure it out by yourself. It's preparing you to become whatever you commanded that you wanted to become. It's not just about pushing a button. Hey, if I'm looking messy, I hope you don't mind it. I just came from gym and that's why. Anyway, throughout life, I have been two different kinds of people. One is the independent person that I am now. Not fully independent though. I do ask for help when I need to, but it's never like when I don't have anyone around to help me, I'm going to be stuck. And I think that's some balance. And the other kind, which I used to be years ago, was that I couldn't do anything without the help of the people around me. If there wasn't someone around, I didn't even know where to put something. If there wasn't someone around me, I didn't even know how to go shopping, what to tell the cashier, the shopkeeper, whatever. And it's good to rely on people, but it matters. How much are you relying on them? It's beyond just asking them for tasks. We can even make it mentally. How much do you need people to be around you to actually feel good? That I'm talking about the moments when suddenly you don't have your friends around, you're home alone, or you're just in your room sitting and you're alone with your thoughts and you don't know how to handle them. Yeah, it's that type. And we're talking about all of them, both when it comes to the chores, tasks, doing things, figuring things out, and also being able to stand alone with your own thoughts, not needing somebody to be right next to you to vent to them. I mean, it's good to sometimes vent though, don't take me wrong. Or not needing to be around friends to be distracted, or not even need to go for a hobby in order to escape it. It's so much different when you actually do a hobby, like watching a series, playing an instrument, going for a walk, whatever, working out. When you're doing it from a place of taking care of yourself, wanting to do good things for yourself, bringing joy to yourself, or doing it because if you don't do them, you're going to be alone with your thoughts and feeling not enough. Now, how did this person, how is it possible that I was that person that I just told you about? And how did I turn from that into this? It's really simple. Number one, I did ask the universe, myself, and anyone, I did command that, hey, I want to become independent. I want to kill that version of myself and I want to develop. Guess what happened? Do you think suddenly when I woke up, I pushed a button and I developed? Of course not. I got left alone. Friends who I trusted and relied on betrayed me. I had to do things that I thought people were going to help me alone on my own. I was left with my thoughts too much that I was this close to suicide. So instead of committing suicide, I decided to become strong. It was my weakness. Being alone was my weakness. But who said that your weakness is going to remain yours? You can work on it, strengthen it, and it's no longer going to be your weakness. It's not going to be your weak point anymore. It actually is going to turn into your strength point. Throughout these moments of solitude and actually being rather lonely than alone, because right now I can do things by myself alone. But back then I was really, really lonely. Those moments, maybe if I had the victim mindset that I actually had and victimized myself and looked for, excuses to say, oh my God, people are the worst all the time. Throughout my whole life, I had people helping me and now they're gone. How do I do it on my own? And I kept clinging on to those people who were helping me. But once they were gone, baby. There was no other escaping room for me to escape to. There was no other distraction for me. It was either that I could handle myself or I would have been stuck forever. So what I'm trying to get into my point is that those moments when you're alone, you're not alone. You're not lonely. The world is not throwing things at you. It's trying to make you stronger. It's trying to teach you that even when you don't have anyone around, you can figure it out by yourself. It's preparing you to become whatever you commanded that you wanted to become. It's not just about pushing a button. You're going to go through hardships, because there are hardships when you don't know how to figure them out, when you don't know how to solve the problem. But once you learn it, they're no longer your hardships. They're easy for you. They're going to become piece of cake. Do you think walking, writing, holding a pen, even talking was an easy task? No. At first, anybody would have quit it. But since it's human's nature and we know that we should keep on trying until we do it, we repeat it and practice and fell down and got up until we learn. If you don't walk on your own, no one is going to walk you. If you don't talk for yourself, no one is going to talk for you. And if you don't learn to stand your thoughts, if you don't learn to develop yourself on your own without the need of others, I'm talking about need. Of course, you can always ask people, and that's going to be a good thing. Because some people think that asking is for the weak, asking for help, but it depends. And you're going to learn the balance by going through the process. Now, how about, being alone with the thoughts? When you're alone with the thoughts and you see that they're bothering you, I know you might get so many reactions. You might actually get angry, fiery, you might want to cry, you might want to scream, you might want to get back to your distractions. But the thing is, or you might even think to yourself that, okay, I'm going to set a certain goal, and as I hit it, I'm going to be free. No. Even when you reach the highest goals of yours, you're not going to be free of those thoughts. You have to face them. Every time they come to you, you have to observe them. You have to see why they're coming to you. Because if today you go distract yourself, if today you go vent to somebody, if today you go do something else or whatever, you did it today. Good job. You've successfully escaped it. But it's just like closing a door onto something that's knocking all the time. Suddenly, the door is going to break and it's going to boom, come at you. Yeah, my point is that you need to face them. If it's doing like this, then open the door with being gentle and look at it. Just look at it. Once you look at it, you're no longer going to be scared of it. Because let me ask you a question. How do you solve a problem? Can you solve even a math problem without reading the question? Without reading the problem? No. Let's say these thoughts are a problem. You must you must first face them and then realize what you can do about them. In order to win against whatever that is annoying you, that's actually coming from yourself, you need to face it. Nobody's going to face it for you. Even when you reach those biggest top tier goals, let's say you get a Lambo, let's say you get a penthouse, you're going to cry there. Because it's going to get boring to you and your thoughts are going to come at you again, and it's going to be just you, your thoughts, and your penthouse that you thought getting it was going to solve your problems. Now, I watched a video of some guy that said intelligence is not about the number of philosophers that you can name in a room or the number of questions you can answer and get the top score. It's about how you can solve a problem. And that really hit me hard because that's true. Even if you have the highest IQ and if you don't face problems, if you don't try to solve them, and if you don't go straight into them by yourself, what are you even going to do? You could have the lowest of IQ ever and still solve problems because you face them. Actually, I read a sentence. There was a question that said, why do smart people usually get stuck in life? And the answer of the person was that it's because smart people live in their heads and dumb people live in the world. That's deep, honestly, because the more you adventure, the more you try things, like usually smart people would calculate that if I do that, I'm gonna fail. I don't want to do it. But dumb people, in the other hand, just go for it because they don't calculate it. And actually, they're not dumb. I think that they're even smarter than the smarts. And it's about that. Get out of that head. Face it, realize what it is, and then go. Because if you don't face it, you can never get out of the head. You're stuck. You don't know what to do alone. You can't do things alone. You can't even stand yourself on your own because you still haven't faced yourself. And it's really important for anyone. When it comes to the task, just try. Ask for guides because you need a guide in order to do something, but don't ever ask for anyone to do it for you. Because in life, if you want to go for new paths, there are some paths that nobody has ever gone, and it's just you. So in order to be able to do them, you gotta learn to be alone on your own independently. It's good to ask for guides though. It's good to ask for help, but it's your path. It's your life. You decide how you want to do something. So yeah, once you learn to be independent on your own and figure things out, your confidence is going to go so much higher. You're going to believe in yourself so much more, and you're going to get the courage to set whatever goal you want and actually achieve it. That's my point. And yeah, if you're left alone, if you're betrayed, don't be sad. It's an opportunity for you to, even if you've fallen, rise stronger. Because your weak point is going to turn into a strength point. And though it does depend on you, actually, if life is throwing things at you, it's your choice to whether catch them and build something with them, or just stand there and let them break you. It's your choice, see? Yeah, I'm so excited. I really, really like this lesson because being independent has been a big shift of energy, excitement, new opportunities came to me, new possibilities, and it was just amazing for me because I've been there and now I'm here and I can fully feel the difference. And I'm just so excited that now I can word it in this video and teach it to you too. And yeah, I hope that you guys learn too, and one day you also feel how I feel like. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming this far in this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Mwah!